together we are Corporate Conundrums. And here we are with another of our success guides. And Nicola's going to kick off with this one with the 5 steps. What are we going to be covering today, Nicola?
5 key steps to really getting your meetings off to a great start with our icebreakers.
Perfect. Icebreakers.
So we have all been in a lot of meetings where people sit back, slouch, aren't really that engaged, don't know the rest of the people in the group, don't want to say anything, you get different voices in the room, etc. And really what you want to do at any meeting when you get people together is to really break that ice.
Absolutely.
Build relationships, get the delivery off to a good start. People need to be able to communicate, one of Wendy's key phrases.
Indeed.
So depending on the facilities that you have, we've got 5 key icebreakers here which you can implement immediately with no effort, just to turn up at your next meeting and see how you get on.
Step 1.
Step 1, a quick physical activity. I, being a fan of my onnits, love using a bit of running, if you're Wendy. I'm a bit
not likely.
A bit less energetic than that. But what you want to do is get your attendees out of their seats. Immediately putting people out of their seats, get them slightly out of their comfort zone. It forces them to interact, laugh, hello. But what I love to do is I love to give them a pile of onnits. I love to stand them in front of a magnetic whiteboard and get them to throw them.
Oh, good idea.
It could be passing balloons between legs.
Yeah.
It could be seeing how fast you can run from one end of the room. You could do star jumps. You could do a little bit of Jane Fonda workout. Power pose. Really, the activity itself isn't what really matters. What you're trying to do is boost energy, because we all know that if you get people physically moving, it ups the endorphins, it gets the adrenaline running.
Breaks down barriers.
And they're really going to give you much more input into your meeting.
Step 2.
Step 2 is, it's one of the more traditional ones. 3 things about me, or 3 things about you, that people don't already know. And people love saying, my family, or something like that. No, we need to be asking for something that is unique, something.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, carry on, Nicola.
Something that's unique.
Prime Minister time here.
Something that's unique, something that people don't know that creates a conversation. What you're looking for here is, not did I go on holiday last year, but I went on holiday and I actually met this amazing motivational speaker.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
I would love it if somebody would take me up the Eiffel Tower. Something that's quite special that we can then have a discussion around.
Emotes.
Exactly. Something you can bond over.
Step 3.
Step 3. I'm not much of a drawer myself, but it tends to create a few laughs. Draw the person opposite you. Get a piece of paper, get up on the whiteboard, and you've got 2 minutes to draw something, a sketch.
In front of everybody?
In front of everybody,
oh,
absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Well, you're looking for people to be confident, to build confidence, to know that they're in a safe zone. So if they're happy to stand up and do a little sketch, then, and of course you all share that, and you can then, if you've got time, you can ask them to describe why is it that they chose those particular characteristics, such as a long neck or perhaps big eyes or something.
Yeah, big eyes, yeah.
Get a bit of discussion going.
And step 4.
Step 4 is guess who. Step 4 is where you actually ask each of the participants to write down 3 things about themselves that other people in the room aren't going to know. And then these are then made visible either on a whiteboard or on some paper on the table, where you can then have to turn it over and the room has to now guess, perhaps through asking questions. Depends on how much time you've got, really. But what you're trying to do is make somebody interested. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I wonder who that is. And it creates that conversation and of course, delve for more information.
Yeah. Photographs, if you had the opportunity, I suppose.
That would be great.
Beforehand. Baby photo or something that's, anyway, just an aside. And step 5.
Step 5 is actually my favourite one. Step 5 is, I wish I could. Because this is not just an icebreaker, but actually gives somebody something of value when they walk away.
Okay.
So this would be a case of, Wendy, what do you wish you could achieve, or who do you wish you could have met?
I would like to meet the Dalai Lama.
Okay, so Wendy now puts that on the table and says, I would like to meet the Dalai Lama, and it's up to the group to now help Wendy achieve that. Is it that we know somebody who knows the Dalai Lama?
Okay.
Is it that we know somewhere the Dalai Lama is about to appear soon? Right. Or is it perhaps some action steps that Wendy could take to enable her to be in a better position to be able to meet the Dalai Lama? So it really gets into a conversation. We can also ask Wendy why she wants to meet the Dalai Lama.
I'd also quite like to meet the guy that's in, what's that musical called? What's the musical called about the circus?
Oh, The Greatest Showman.
What's his name? The guy that's in it?
Don't know.
Anyway,
Hugh Jackman.
Right. He's also on my list of who I'd like to meet.
Well, who knows? Maybe somebody watching our podcast is going to know Hugh Jackman and he can sort that out for you, Wendy. But you see, just even by bringing the conversation up, we've learned a bit about Wendy. She was going from the Dalai Lama to Hugh Jackman.
Bit of
But
both.
also, if we know something that we can then help her on that journey with, it's really actually going to be a motivator.
Great.
So
So
5
quick-
key steps.
Quick recap, physical activity, then going number 2, 3 things you want to learn about the person.
That's right.
Number 3 is drawing on a whiteboard in front of everybody. Number 4, guess who? And number 5, I wish I could. Does that cover them?
That's
Yep.
them.
Great. Thank you very much, Nicola.
You're very
Perfect.
welcome.
Icebreakers for you. And that's all for this podcast. You carry on because you're
Make
good
sure
at this bit.
Make sure you tick the bell so that you'll be notified of any future podcasts that we're doing. Have a look at our library. We've got all sorts of great 5 tips to help you on your journey to success.
Yep.
And of course, put any suggestions in the comments below, and we'll then see if we can help you solve your corporate conundrum. Thank you. Bye.
Bye for now. Bye-bye.